Today we are covering another championship fight between Alex Pereira and Khalil Rountree at UFC 307. This time I'm joined by pro MMA fighter and gym owner Renato Valente. He trains at Teixeira MMA Fitness, so he is quite familiar with Alex Pereira and his camp. Glad to have him on. First off, Renato, how are you today, man?
Really good, man. Really feels good. I'm in Amazon, so I'm in Brazil, so family,
That's dope.
feels really good right now. Yeah. I'm happy Alex is in the end of his camp, so we just come here and we'll be watching here this time for TV, and I know he's gonna do like a great job.
You fighting off crocodiles over there or what, man?
Sometimes, to
Are
be
you close
honest.
to that to the actual like jungle?
Yeah, so that's the capital, the Amazon, and but I live on the deep on the jungle. So tomorrow in the morning we're gonna get a boat and we're gonna go like for 9 hours, all the way to the jungle. And
Really?
that will be my city, yeah.
That doesn't scare you?
I mean, I grew up here, so
Okay.
you get used to it.
Are there like crocodiles in the water and stuff like that?
Yeah, a lot.
That's crazy,
Especially
man.
now, yeah, especially now because the level of the river is really low, so you see a lot of animals.
Those are Nile crocodiles, no? Or what are they?
It was alligators.
Oh, okay, got you.
Alligators, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the fall here, but nonetheless, we're excited to get you on, man. I wanted to ask you this right from the start. What's your role sort of in the MMA space, right? Obviously, you're a fighter, LFA fighter, right? You're also a gym owner. Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, man, moved to America for Bellator. Now I'm, contract with LFA. If I make the UFC, so that's like, my role right now,
Yeah,
work, beat people and make that shit, I really want to be in the UFC. I feel like Glover, Alex, the whole team there is helping me. I have
it's a good
that,
team to be
last
with if you want to get there.
100%, man, 100%. And we see like a lot of people texting Glover every single day to join the team or to go there, have experience at camp with us, and that just make everyone super glad. And people know and notice, how we do like a great job right now. Yeah, and then at the gym, I would say the gym. I actually had the gym in California, but like Glover, also, Alex. To be honest, like Alex always bring me into his camp. So this last time for the UFC 300. She asked him, stay a little longer. I think that'll be good for you too. It's okay, man. And then we decided to just move there to East Coast and move all the gym. And Glover gave me the opportunity to, open a new Teixeira MMA. So probably gonna have a little bit commercial,
That'll be nice.
but still, yeah, it'll be really good. So I might have a gym there too in the East Coast. So
That'll be sweet, man. How long have you been training at Teixeira MMA and Fitness?
I have been training there like for the last 3 years, maybe. I wasn't,
Mm,
to be honest, like I go there since Alex's first fight in the UFC. So his debut, that's the first time I went there. So that's
okay.
3 years ago. And then like back and forth every single Alex's camp because Alex started that thing, right? Every time he gonna fight, he bring me in U City, like Trator. Now he did it with Caesar, Cezinha, and yeah, he always did that. And then I always stay a little bit longer because also have like a friendship. So just go to any of them, and yeah, maybe like 3 years or 2 years and a half. Now I'm stayed there the whole year. So I went there for the UFC 300 in March, and
Is that
then
where you met Alex?
we met in Black House, California, because the
Okay.
Glover was made a part of the team. So one Glover will fight for the title. So he bring Alex. He bought Alex. So Alex just got the contract in the same time. So we
Okay.
changed. So Alex took me there, and the Glover took Lyoto for his camp. So that's the way we meet, and then we did the first camp together.
Interesting, interesting. How would you describe his personality, man? Like behind the scenes, is he that same quiet guy? I feel like people would be surprised because maybe it's just the language barrier, right? When you don't speak the language, you're not going to be the most open guy, right? Talking to everyone, this, that, and the other. Is it because of the language barrier, or is he actually just a quiet guy?
He actually is a quiet guy.
Okay,
He don't talk too much. But like as a man, when he's like with friendship, like he's more like open, to make jokes or he's that kind of guy. Like he once in a while you see how he posts some fun thing on the internet.
I see him
So he
pranking Glover
does.
on the internet. That's what I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, 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 yeah. So he has that sometimes, and he does this all the time with a lot of
The one
all
where he
the
puts the
friends.
makeup on him is so funny.
Yeah,
You saw
yeah.
that
So
one?
like, yeah, I saw that one, and then like it's just like I feel like when he's really comfortable with you, he changes a little bit. But like
Right.
like for most people and a lot of people is around, he's really quiet.
Okay.
He always been quiet, yeah. Even like talking Portuguese. So
So this Plinio Cruz fella, right? I always see him with Alex. I mean, as far as him, right? How is he as a trainer, as a coach? I mean, are they close are they close, him and Alex? And again, how is he as a coach?
he as a coach, he's really good. Like he's strike. He's has a really big experience and he's Muay Thai. He also was a MMA fighter before, and then he and Alex they together like for like I don't know 10 years. So besides Alex was fighting and Glory,
Oh, okay.
so they're best friends, and
I could tell.
over everything. Yeah, over everything, and I think they you see they together all the time. So Alex always told me like Cruz is the guy. He knows everything my way. So I don't speak English. I don't speak Spanish. He's the guy. Even if he takes me to translate it for him,
Uh-huh.
he don't feel comfortable because I don't know his way. So Cruz is the guy know his way. So
Mm,
can coach the way he coaches, can pass to people like things he want to pass, can translate it for him. I think the best way I think to say is like Cruz can translate it for him like exactly the way he wants to.
sure.
So they know each other really good.
Right. Obviously, sometimes translations could be kind of general. And I even see it because I speak Spanish. Sometimes you see like a Spanish speaking fighter say something, and then you see the translator say it, and you're like, that's not exactly what he said, kind of. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Glover's,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. Glover seems to be very close friends with Alex. I mean, we kind of just touched on that, right? I mean, has that strong relationship helped them out, do you think, when it comes to MMA? Like, has it translated into the MMA world? Because I mean, we see it with guys like O'Malley, Tim Welch, right? Those bonds could really help you out in the cage between
No,
fighter coach.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Glover's a guy like he has, his personality, his heart, his way to make friendship with people is just like I think deeply the other people. And then he take care of Alex. Like he sees things in Alex. Like I think since day one because we get the relationship together and I saw it, and then I have this whole time and I see Alex, started and be what he are right now. And I think definitely Glover's the guy, behind the scene, the big guy behind the scene, for mental, because he's the guy pass all his make him feel comfortable in his grappler, he's grappling. So I feel like it's just like I feel like we used to say like Glover never played video game in his life. With Alex, that's what he does. It looks like he's playing video games.
That's
So they
funny.
have like a really really good relationship,
Yeah.
and that helps Alex because Alex feel comfortable with him. And he's the guy like Alex right now is busy, is a busy guy, so he goes everywhere. But they have a connection really good. Like Alex do any train with any other gym, talk to any other coach. He makes videos and sends to Glover. Say, hey, what do you think about that? What do you think about the position? What do you think I'm training? 2 times a day. Oh, I feel hurt right now, so I might don't train. Like every single decision Alex does in his career, he do like like he talked to Glover before. And they do something together. That's really cool. I think that help Alex and the connection they have is really, really good.
Now that we sort of established, Alex a little bit outside the cage. Let's leap into the cage now, man. Obviously, we got the UFC main event here. That's on the agenda. UFC 307. Alex Pereira takes on Khalil Rountree. Right off the bat, it's not the usual guys we've been seeing at the top, like Ankalaev, right? Yuri, Hill, Jan. I mean, this time we see a new contender rise. What were your thoughts when you found out about this fight? Were you excited? Were you surprised? Like, did you think it was going to be somebody else? Did you think it was a fun matchup? What were your thoughts on it?
We did know, Alex did know, to be
Okay.
honest, it will be him. We know in June, Ankalaev asked to fight, and Alex said yes. So Ankalaev kind of like, I want to fight in Abu Dhabi. So Alex was like, okay, man, we can fight it, anywhere you want. I don't give, he don't care about the place. So he was like, no, feel ready to fight. That's at least that's why he told the UFC. So Alex, saved the UFC to your, I think 303, right?
Mhm.
Or something like that. I don't remember.
300, 303, saved him a bunch of times. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Guy's a
and
hero.
then yeah, so then like I think and Caleb is like keep pushing like longer to fight, and then even UFC noticed that, and then me and Alex fought like Prohaska 2 times, and then who's in the line right now. So it was like, of course, we saw him, we watched some videos of him because we take the whole, the guys he's supposed to fight in some point, and then we had his name, and then Alex is love striker, the guy's a striker, so it's all be an interesting fight. We did know that will happen, but I feel Alex is really happy about it because, like you say, it's a new contender, like a rise, and then it was like his power, his striker is really good. I think that have everything to have like a really, really to watch a really good, excited fight. Like I designed and Alex before. I trained Alex. The difference is just the power. This guy in the 205 is like, way beyond his power and his speed.
How the hell did
But
that guy
yeah,
ever make 185 pounds? Like, I genuinely like rest my head on the pillow at night sometimes, and I'm like looking up at the ceiling, and I'm like, how did this guy ever make 180? It blows my mind because he's a big 205er, looks like.
yeah, he's big, man. He's that
It's
one thing,
crazy.
like you always spoke it, like, and then everyone was like, man, it was insane. Like the guy lost like 25 pounds in 48 hours of,
And he
and
looks fine too.
30
Like, where is it
hours.
coming off of? Like, I've seen fighters look worse at weigh-ins than him. So I'm like, where is this weight coming off of? Yeah, this guy's a freak,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he's freak, man. That's it. That's what we talk. Like it's insane. It's
That's
really
it, right? Just a freak.
yeah, it's really hard to explain that guy. So that's what everyone says. Like, man, like it's just like he born for like it's everything on him like he's special looks like. It's just crazy. Like it's hard to believe. Like I'm a fighter too, and the cutaway is not easy for anyone, and everyone knows the way the guy does is just insane. His mentality, I think that his mindset, it was just like way beyond. That's why I think he are what
Yeah,
you are right
100%.
now.
Yeah. It's interesting because Khalil said that he has no interest in taking the easy route, meaning like taking Pereira down or at least trying to, right? It's easier said than done, but it's clear that he wants this to be a stand-up fight. He wants an exciting fight for the fans. Now, this is something very similar to what we saw Jamal Hill say before his fight with Pereira, and we saw how that ended, right? I understand that Rountree's best tools are in the stand-up, but I personally don't think it's a smart strategy for anyone to be standing and banging with Pereira like that, even to be engaging in that. I mean, do you agree? Is it going to take someone to be able to threaten Alex beyond the striking to be able to beat him?
Uh, right now, man, I don't think so. Right now is just like I say, like I trained that guy. His speed, his time, and then he's like distance is just different than any other guy I've been training my entire life. And then I trained with a lot of other guys in the UFC. We trained there and the PI with a lot of guys, and in spite of those guys, like Alex is just like that. Like I say, like his speed and his time is just way different. And then he has a natural power. So like you say, I don't think you're like will be smart, but I know that's what he want, and then that's what Alex is training right now too, to keep his stand up. Or maybe surprise, maybe you can Alex put him down. I trained jiu-jitsu with him, so he's ready for it. I think that's it. He ready for like show the grappling in the UFC. That would be interesting too. I would be happy to watch and to see him, try to put someone down and submit some try like a submission or whatever. But I know when it comes to the fight, you always start and then feel comfortable and then and your base. So like whole tree, he say he'll be like he want to stand up him. I probably Alex will do the same. But I know because I'm training that guy. I know if he has the opportunity, he probably gonna take him down.
Oh wow,
He would try,
that's
maybe. Yeah.
so you think Pereira would take him down if the chance was there?
Yeah, 100%. You can see that. You can see that in Arizona's fight, in the first fight, and the
That's
end of the
true.
first round. The end
Sure.
of the first round, he saw the opportunity. That's one thing that's one thing you always training, in the gym. So everyone like we train Glover. So Glover
Glover is
like
great
he
on the ground. That's always what I say, right? Like if he's that close with Glover, Glover's got to be showing him some stuff because Glover used to maul people on the ground.
no, yeah, 100%. And that's one thing Glover has that in his gym. Like he always like keep you like pushing you to say, hey man, take him down. So
I
that's
like
one
that.
thing we do that. It's like we started doing. Like I say, I know Alex is feel way comfortable on the stand up, but and he like now it's more automatic for him putting people down. I feel even me like we know when we spar and then you need to be like on the mural, so people come to train with you. If you keep shooting, you're gonna be tired. But that's one thing Glover make us do. just try to, and 5 minutes round, like at least shoot 5 times. It's like one shot per minute. Even you don't put the guy down, but you get the stamina, or get more cardio. The endurance.
Right,
So
right.
I think that, yeah, I think that now, like, Alex was over 3 years and a half to train at Glover, so I feel like his body is accepting more the grappling style too.
You mentioned the cardio and whatnot, right? What do you think about the cardio in this fight, right? I mean, Alex Pereira has never gone 5 rounds in his career, but Khalil Rountree's also never gone 5 rounds in his career. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to see a fourth or fifth round, but if we did, what do you think would happen? Because I don't know. And to be fair here, I'm not on Alex's camp, so I'm not really, you know, I can't really say who I think would do better, to be fair to Khalil. Like, I think it's 50-50 because I've never seen it from either guy. But what do you think, as someone who's seen Alex, because I haven't seen him like you, is he someone that's there in those 5 rounds? He's there in those later rounds in training, very present, very well in terms of his cardio?
Yeah, yeah, 100%. He rests, like we have like he Glover has like a system on his gym. We rest 2 days a week, and then we will always like do that always before sparring. So we sparring 2 days a week too, little gloves and big gloves,
Okay.
and then then you can feel your body better. So if you want to push the 5 rounds there, you do it, and then I see Alex is really like, you saw Alex doing like a lot of rounds and glory and then kickboxing, and
Oh,
then
that for
he
sure. Yeah.
knows,
Yeah.
yeah, so he knows how to manage that. Like we saw that in the first fight with I designed it too. And then we used to say like Demetrius Johnson, he comes in the fifth round the same way he comes in the first. To be honest, like as a big guy, seeing Alex as a big guy, he does the same. His mentality in the last round changed, and he knows that he's a guy who put a lot of pressure on people. So I feel like even he felt something, which like I know he does because he's a human. He never shows. He's insane. I trained with that guy, and then first time I was there to do 5 rounds. I see how this guy do 5 rounds, and then he managed really well, and I definitely like he showed the others in the last fight, first fight, he went to the last round and knocking out. So you saw like how his power still was there, and yeah, I think for like if that definitely we saw that in Salt Lake City against the Polish guy, what his name, Blakovic, they fought that,
Jan,
remember?
Jan Blachowicz. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So they fought that, and then Alex, they both were really tired. That's the first time I saw Alex really
That was a
tired.
3 rounder too, right?
Three rounds, yeah. They
Yeah,
fought
yeah.
the 3 rounds, and then Alex has like a little problem in his camp, so he was not training too much, and like Blakovic making him do it like endurance, and then the thing is like there is high, so they out to like took him, but in this camp they went there like 20 days or 21 days before. So when I was talking to him yesterday, seeing how he feels about the altitude and everything, he said he feels good now. His body's more like ready and accept the place. So that would be like I say, his cardio is really good. His weight, he was keeping weight really low for that one. And then there's a guy like have been keeping his weight really low for 205. So I think that's one thing. Helps you in your cardio, because I was asking him, okay, man, you wanna fight in a heavyweight, right? That's where you want to fight. And then I say you already like 230, 235, so how much more weight you want to put in for that? And they said, no, 10 more pounds, like that'll be good for me. So that'll help me to like have more cardio, keep my speed, and gain a little bit more power, and then the power of like get a punch. And then I think he's good on that. Like I said, I never saw him. He has a really good cardio, and then he managed really well the his cardio.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely interested in seeing how it does in an MMA fight, 5 rounds as opposed to like kickboxing. But to play devil's advocate here for you, I mean, we saw the Adesanya fight. That was the first one in MMA, right? That
Yeah.
was a pretty hard, grueling fight, competitive fight, and Alex put him out. What was it, in the fourth round? So credit to him.
Uh,
I think he
yeah.
did. Yeah, the fight was almost
No,
over with
it was the fifth.
Adesanya.
It was
Oh, it was the
yeah, it
fifth
was the
round.
fifth
Okay, so
round.
there
It's
you
the
go.
last one.
So
Yeah.
we have actually seen Alex at least maybe not go full fight, but we've seen him finish someone in the fifth round. So clearly
The
there's
fifth
got to
round.
be some truth to what you're saying, right? Like he is there in the fifth round,
Yeah, that's what I say. Like
just based off evidence.
Yeah, he keeps his powers. It's crazy. Like I was talking about the Mission just the way he does sometimes the last round, the same way he did the first. Alex in training, and then we saw in the Arizona fight, he does is he know how to manage that, you know.
Also, another thing is in the Yan fight, was he trying to take Alex down? I think he was, right? That gets you more
Yeah,
tired, doesn't it? I don't think Roundtree's going to try to take him down. So he'll probably be pretty good after 4 or 5 rounds.
yeah, 100%. He
Because as a
took him
fighter,
down, and
what's
he
that like? Like as a fighter, someone's trying to take you down, you're defending takedowns. Is that very tiring as opposed to being in a fight where you know it's just going to be standing?
yeah, definitely. Like Alex, he changed really well. You see a lot of people like his first fight in UFC, the guy put him down in the first round, and you see how he can hurt you in the dirty box, and he rests on that position. So and then he come back and he has the change. You know, he keep faster, he keep with good time. But most people they do that dirty box or they do the grappling at the beginning of the round when they didn't know you have power or they know you faster, so to make you tired. But I feel Alex has like he knows how rest on the cage or on the ground. So we saw
Sure.
a lot of people took him down, and Ian Blachowicz took him down, took his back, you know, and he was calm there, stand up. But of course, like I say, first fight that in Salt Lake City that had the altitude and everything, I think his body was not like fully ready for it. You know, that's why right now they went a little bit early. So yeah, I feel like if like you say, like if they do grappling style, also like Rountree, that's not the guy we see grappling too much. So that won't be smart for both of them, you know. But if that happen, I still seeing Alex with more stamina, with more cardio than him.
I know you're not fighting the guy, so I'm not anticipating you have studied him plenty. You know, obviously not to the degree of Alex, but when you look at Roundtree, what are some things about his style that impress you? Is there anything you've seen and you're like, wow, that's pretty good?
Yeah, one thing we always talk about it was like, yeah, he has a power, you know,
Definitely.
and yeah, he does the power, and then his time is really good too. His time. We were always talking about when you know the Avril 1 and 205 Alex is supposed to fight. We always watch those fights, and then you know Prohaska was the one like we really respect his striker and his time. You know his orthodox, I think, style. It was kind of hard to read him. That was the difference, I think. Like Alex read his opponent really good. So with Roundtree, we know the power, we know the he's explosive, really explosive. But Alex has he has the distance and the time really good. It's really hard to get close to Alex, you know, get punched. He has really hard to punch him. So I think that would be good on this. And then you see Rountree has that really good. That the power, he's explosive. So he approaches you with explosion, and then we know like if you do that with Alex, because not many people did, just Prohaska did and touched him a few times, you
Yeah.
know. And yeah, you know, yeah, it is. If you be a little bit closer, you see how like Alex changed a little bit his way, but if you come slow the way he won, like he did that with the middleweight before the title, what his name, Stickler. He did this with
Strickland, yep.
Jamal. So that yeah, that slow approach is really good for Alex. That's why he knocked those guys out really good because I told you the time, you know. But when they changed, when they put the pressure on him a little bit more in the beginning, I think that he need to change a little bit until he reads and get your time. I think with the whole treat, that's one thing we was talk about it. You know, you're not gonna approach you like slow. He approach you with like a lot of explosion. So
Roundtree
that's one
says,
thing like impressed me. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Roundtree says when he looks at Pereira, he possesses similar things to him in his game. Do you think that's true? I mean, that's what he said. Do you think that's true at all? Do you see any similarities with someone who's trained with Alex, someone who's seen Roundtree in his fights? Do you see any similarities?
Uh, yeah, it's like I mean, it's style. Like the thing is, like you know, it's like you do Muay Thai, you're gonna do Muay Thai with a lot of people, and like you know, the style of fighting like is the same. But like Alex has one thing a lot of people don't have is the distance. He's long. He's really long,
He's definitely
and
bigger
then
and longer than Roundtree, that's for sure.
yeah, and then I don't know if you noticed that, and but he's really good. I don't know because I think he did like kickbox for many years. he's really good in that, like an infight, middle to infight, but he's long. So when people punch Alex, he like lift his hands and put his head down like John Jones does, and blocks. But when he's approaching to attack, he likes to be super close, like he's a corner, right? And then that's the difference, the style of both of them. I feel Rountree, he don't have that. You know, he made Mike can have the same style of a striker, but like he don't have those tools Alex has, you know, for defending himself, you know, and for approach. Most people they don't feel comfortable. Like coach, anyone's gonna feel comfortable to strike at Alex really close, but Alex feel comfortable to strike everyone on the planet, you know, in any distance. And I think that's the difference. That's the difference. Like you can see between Alex and Rountree, Prohaska, or any other fight, you know. And then like I agree a little bit with the style because they're both strikers, but no, I don't see the similarity like between them.
Did you see how different Roundtree looked when he came back from Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand? I think that was a big turning point in his career. I mean, have you been impressed with his new, the style he adapted, this new style?
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Man. We know like a lot of people like people keep improving, people keep working, and then that's one thing impress any you know athlete. Like for us, you see the guy like him get better and then change the style because it's really hard. Like with you pass your whole life doing the one thing and then you change a little bit those things. It's not many fighter does this, you know.
Right.
So we know like you want to keep like you get a point in your career, you're already there, and then you're still improving. That's what make that. That's what we say like that. He deserved the chance because he does change, and then he showed those changes on his fights. You know, so we really like curious and to see the way he's gonna come for fight Alex.
Who do you see having control of the octagon in a fight like this? You kind of touched on it a little bit. For Alex, he could be in any position as far as striking, and I feel like he could thrive, right? He could be back to the fence. He's dangerous. He's damn sure dangerous when you're on the fence and he's on you, right? Who do you see having control of the octagon in a fight like this? Like, who will hold the center?
Probably in the beginning for that fight, and how treat for the explosive. He'll be
Mm,
explosive. So Alex is gonna like keep the distance, step back a little bit, let him come because we need the distance, you know, from him.
okay.
So definitely, I think definitely we're gonna see, but definitely him for the first, you know, first minute and a half, and then I think that's the time Alex always need to, you know, he always, you know, he has the calf kick to get the distance, you know, so I think he needs like a minute and a half to adjust the distance and everything. So I don't know if you notice, you all let even Stickler make his step back. Everyone makes his step back in the beginning and you know his fights. You know, the only guy I think he makes step back was Jamal, but
Sure.
Jamal attacked him before, and then he kicked Jamal and then make his you know step back. He's the only guy, but everyone else, Alex step back first to get his distance. Is a calf kick, step back, boom, left hook.
That calf kick is something else, huh? Final prediction. Do you see a finish, a decision? What do you think? Who do you think wins? How do you think they get it done?
Definitely Alex. I think Alex in that fight he got a chance to do the both. Right now, I'm really confident on that. Like he definitely everyone knows, you know, KO Alex. You know, like you know, really like I can see that, you know, dream about it. If I close my eyes, I can see that. But also I can see Alex submit him. You know, I think that's one thing you can, even if you want to bet, I think, you know, you can put it there just to, you know,
Just if you
and
want to
then that's
win a
one.
little extra money, right? Because he's probably going to be
Yeah,
the
yeah.
favorite anyway. I mean, I think he's going to win. No disrespect to Khalil. Like I've done like the last four of these that we do these for like every pay-per-view. I've picked
Cool.
against the camp that I've interviewed for like the last four, just so people don't think I'm biased here. But I definitely think Alex wins this one. I just don't like the matchup for Khalil, but it is what it is. Sorry,
Yeah,
Khalil.
it
I
is
mean,
what it is.
yeah,
No, yeah, I'll respect the guy. Like, you know,
respect. Yeah.
it's just like I think everything is about moment, and then now is like you know Alex's moment.
Absolutely.
You
Yeah.
know,
And it's just the
so
matchup. It's about matchups
yeah,
too. I don't like the matchup for him. Simple as that. He's a great fighter.
100%.
I
Yeah,
just
you're
don't love
right.
the matchup.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's it, man. I like for that one, I really seen like the KO from Alex or submission. You know,
Okay.
let's put like 70-30 this time. You know,
Anything
70% of chance of the KO, 30% of the submission.
Okay, so 70% KO, 30% submission for Alex.
Yeah, for
Interesting.
Alex.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the time, man. Appreciate the insight in these videos as always. Be sure to tune in to UFC 307 on October 5th as Alex Pereira defends his light heavyweight championship against Khalil Rountree. Renato, thanks for joining us, man.
My pleasure, man. Thank you so much.